Kitchen, and we're live on Facebook. Guys, check this out. I got to adjust my cameras. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Wednesday, and that's weird because usually we do this on Thursdays, but that's okay because tomorrow everybody's going to be too busy cooking their own delicious meals to care what I'm doing, and I'm totally fine with that, like myself included. I'm definitely in that group. I'm also just going to see. There we go. There's my head. Hi, Brandon. Hi, KG Sports. I don't know how I managed to be so tired today because I'm not at work and I didn't get on the Peloton, but I'm more tired now than when I get off of that bike. Who knew? Excuse me. Hey, Christian. Hey, Lady Lade. Hey, Michelle. Welcome, everybody, to Baking with Olivia, Thanksgiving special. It's special not only because it's not on our normal day of the week, but because I've got a special surprise for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I have a special surprise, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about this bake. Hello, Martin. How's it going? Hi, World War II Traveler. Hi, Chloe. How's everybody doing? Are we good? Amarit, hello, Jessica. Hi, Derek. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I did get to see Gia. I got to see bits and pieces of her. I've been running around and prepping, and then had to do my hair. No, I didn't do my hair. I did not. You can tell I did not do my hair, but I did my makeup. But I got to listen to her while I put my face on. Hi, Tony. Oh gosh, these pants don't have front pockets, and it just messes me up every time I wear them. But I enjoy them. Anyway. Hi, Brandon. Hi, DM Prado. Hello from Brazil, Daniel. Nice of you to stop by. Brazil's got kind of a, am I right on this? Brazil's got a pretty good vintage scene going on. Or am I making that up? I could be making that up. Who knows? Whatever. Yes, definitely stick around for a surprise. My Marilyn, Giorgio. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. And we're in my kitchen. We're in my kitchen for the first time in I don't know how long. I honestly can't remember the last time I cooked in this kitchen for you guys on screen. I cooked in my kitchen last night, that's for sure. I baked 3 loaves of chocolate chip banana nut bread for a friend. She paid me to make her banana bread that she could give to her relatives for this holiday season. So I'm officially a baker for hire. Is the surprise little dove has been signed and launching her own show? You know, she may as well. I'm surprised somebody hasn't already jumped on that themselves. Do you love vintage stuff? Great. Wonderful. Working from home today, but it's very light. So just monitoring your work soft phone while I watch this. Yay! Same. New York cheesecake. Yes. But we are adding pumpkin to the mix because, hello, it's Thanksgiving and all things fall. Hi, Miss Gia. You slayed on her spotlight stream. Those are so fun. They're quick. And if I don't get to them in time, I almost miss it. But she had some lovely, lovely Christmas tunes with her stockings all hung with care. It was wonderful. Feeling very Christmassy right now. You can blame that on Gia. I think she'll take full responsibility for that. It was a lovely, lovely set. Gosh, I love her voice. I love all our dolls' voices. They're all just so wonderful and stunning and like such an effortless sound that comes out of her every time. I'm always in amazement. Yeah, so I bet is anybody feeling a case of the like get me out of work already? I know my husband gets done at 3 today and he doesn't have work tomorrow or Friday. I don't know what he's going to do with himself. I know what he's going to do with himself. He's going to play video games. That's his MO, which is fine. Len gives me time to do my thing and do his thing. Okay, so very small business baker. You know, I try what I can. I do. I'm sorry. I also didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So if I'm like a little ish today, I'm really sorry. But I did feed myself. So we've got that going for us. You want to get out of COVID. I'm with you, sir. LA is going back into a 3-week lockdown. All the restaurants are shutting down for 3 weeks, starting tonight. Happy Thanksgiving, Martin. Not sure what you do. Yeah, I don't know that Thanksgiving's a total UK thing. It's primarily an American thing. And I've heard a lot of people talking about rebranding it so that it's more focused on, gratitude and less focused on historical events, which may or may not be that pleasant, but we're not going to get into that today. There's Google for you to use if you feel like educating yourself on those sorts of things. But this is a happy place, and it's super happy because we're making pumpkin cheesecake with a ginger snap crust. Hello. You know what? You will get to hear some music later this afternoon. Okay, so first things first, oven. We're going to start with the oven at 350. We're going to take a whole stick of butter. I'm going to jump right to it. And then I'll show you guys the surprise a little bit later. You can't do much harm when playing video games. You really can't, Christian. That is a fact. So let's get started. A whole stick of butter, guys. I have 3 packages of butter, 3 pounds of butter in my fridge. It's all going to be used up by the time we get to tomorrow night. Tells you what I do. I just make butter things. Okay, I'm going to put this in for about a minute. Be very careful. Butter will explode in the microwave. So fast. So fast. Didn't the governor of California go to a party? Yes, he did. He did, without a mask. And unfortunately, his wife and children are tested positive for COVID. So, choices, consequences. But we do wish them a speedy recovery. I'm not ever going to wish ill will on anyone. I don't believe in putting that out in the universe. So, melting the butter. We're going to take our ginger snaps. Now, I know we made ginger snaps last week on the show, specifically for this crust. Oops, see, I told you it explodes in like 2 seconds. We're going to pretend like that's fine, though. I am caught up on British Baking Show. There's one more episode left, and you guys, I just cry every time, but I don't mind. It's good tears. It's good endorphin releasing. Enkephalin. Tears release enkephalins, or tears contain enkephalins, and it helps your brain. It's good. It's good to cry every now and then. And it's been one heck of a year, so I think a good cry is fine. But don't cry too hard, because there's still a lot of goodness in life. Watching it, Lola, yeah, Great British Baking Show, so good. Okay, so like I said, we made, hi, Maggie. Maggie's the recipient of my banana nut bread. So last week, we made ginger snaps, and we were going to use them for the crust. And then I started playing D&D online with my friends again, with my D&D group. And I said, I'm just going to bring you a pumpkin cheesecake, but oh no, one of my members is gluten intolerant. So what did I do Monday night? I came home after work and I made a batch of gluten-free ginger snaps, and here they are. I have since given away the other ginger snaps, / my husband ate most of them because apparently they're one of his favorite cookies. Win-win. This is about 12 ounces of ginger snaps. You don't have to make them your own if you don't want to. I will say though, they're so easy. But if you want to buy them from the store, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you. It's 2020. Oh gosh, they're crispy. They're hard. It's like ripping a phone book. But they are supposed to be crispy. Don't look at that and go, oh my gosh, you don't know how to bake a cookie. I know how to bake a cookie. I know how to bake a cookie real good. But 12 ounces of ginger snaps. And I'm just gonna break some of them up because I made them into large cookies. You're gonna need a food processor for this one because this is the crust. And most cheesecakes use like a graham cracker crust or a cookie crust, any kind of cookie. Elisha Fierce. Oh, thank you. I will say this. I used to bake and cook for our D&D groups all the time. When we first started, our dinners mostly consisted of chips, like 10 different kinds of chips and a bunch of dips. And at one point, one of our friends just started bringing a cauldron of Starbursts. And I got tired of having like sugar for dinner. It doesn't bode well for me. So I started just making us food every single week, every other week, however often we would get together. And I miss cooking for them. And we've just decided to start a new game. And I'm just going to take them some cheesecake. And it's going to have a gluten-free ginger snap crust. Did they get Little Dove sign of approval? They did. Did I post a video? I thought I posted a video of her. She took her time. She definitely she did her connoisseur. She was like a wine sommelier. Held it in her hand, sniffed it, tasted it, and then she ate it. But these are such hard cookies, especially because she's teething. It's kind of nice. She has something to just mostly chew on. And she enjoyed it. So 12 ounces of ginger snaps in your food processor, which would work if you plugged it in. Okay. You gotta find something to laugh at. You really want it to become a fine crumb. Hi, Rishi. Oh, the gluten-free ones? I haven't taken them to her because I made them Monday night, but I'll give her a gluten-free one. Christian, good thinking. All right, do that some more. Yeah, you want this to come into like a very, very fine grind, almost like an almond flour. Hola, Richie. Brits demand you surrender your colonies with immediate effect. I mean, come and get them. See, you can try. Okay, are we good? No, I didn't put water in that. That's great. Okay. Fabulous. You want it to be a fine, just like that, fine, powdery, crummy thing. Like I said, a lot of cheesecakes use like graham crackers, or if you've got like an Oreo cheesecake, you can do an Oreo crust, a chocolate crust. But the cookie crust is it's just so good. I'm not sure why they do it that way. That's just how they do it. Welcome everybody. We are in the midst of making a pumpkin cheesecake. Okay. Oh, my nose itches. 1 whole stick of butter melted. We're going to pour that over the, oh, nope, almost lost hold of my bowl. Goodness, guys. We're missing Michael today. Michael is one of our essential workers, and he has to work this afternoon. I'm sure he'll catch up with us later. But he tends to count the messes as we go. So someone else will have to take care of that. Christian, can you be on that today? Is that too much responsibility? I know it's a lot to keep up with the amount of messes I make. Okay, so you want to stir the butter into the crumbled cookies. The butter just kind of sticks it together. Your oven, that's what was just beeping at me. Hey, Peter, it's going great. You're not that late. Tried Oreo ice cream once, never again. Oh, you didn't like it? I think because they put the Oreo filling in the ice cream, it can be kind of a tease. It's kind of like when you eat a salt and vinegar potato chip, but you don't know that it's salt and vinegar. You eat the ice cream thinking it's gonna be vanilla, but it's not vanilla. It's whatever that filling is that's made out of like rocks. I think it's made out of phosphorus. Yeah, it's made out of phosphorus. So rocks, in case you didn't know that. And other things, obviously. Hot take, I'm not really a big fan on the cream in an Oreo. I'd rather just take the cookies and eat the cookie part. You can have the cream. I like the thins. That's why I like the Oreo thins, because they have just a tiny bit of filling. Okay, so butter, crust. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I need to itch my nose. I'm trying not to touch it with my hands and mess up my makeup. Whatever. There we are. Off on frontline. Oh, you're a frontline worker now? Oh my goodness. Thanks, Martin. Martin. Yeah, give it a try, Christian. Let's see how it goes. What am I doing? I don't even know. Okay, so trick. We got to grease our pan. This is a springform pan. If you haven't seen it before, I think I've used one of these before, haven't I? Not this one. This is a deep one. What is that? Oh, that's just butter. Great. Cool. It's not a problem. Oreo doubles for me. I mean, if you like the filling, power to you. It's just not funny. Okay. There's not really enough butter in there to do anything, but Gonna take a little butter. This is one of the leftover sticks from making banana bread this morning. Oh my goodness. And I'm just gonna grease the whole pan, because even though it's a spring form, meaning when you unlatch this part, this top part will come off and the base will stick. You always make a cheesecake in a spring form pan. It can still stick to the side of the pan. So we're gonna grease her up. Lovely. Okay. Oh no. And then we're going to take the melted butter and ginger snap cookies. Oh, I don't know who's giving me these hearts, but I love them. They're like little rush of endorphins. Okay, so lovely grease. You're going to dump the butter cookie mixture in here, and you're going to press it to the bottom of the pan. Whoop! There we go. Sorry, something was up with my phone. Who likes surprises? Anybody? Show of hands. Who is the Cookie Monster on Sesame Street? Like, who voiced the Cookie Monster on Sesame Street? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Oh my gosh, you guys, this crust is real buttery. Full disclosure, it will leak. No, that's a massive, I missed a chunk of cookie. I will tell you this, while I don't know the voice of Cookie Monster, I definitely identify with the Cookie Monster. Oh, you like good surprises? I think you're going to love this surprise. We got a little surprise coming up in a second. Oh my goodness. So you want to press this into the bottom of the pan. You want it as even as you possibly can. And are you guys ready for your surprise? I got to do this. Hi! It's Dixie Lee and Cricket.
Hi, how's it going? Yay! Man, I'm getting some feedback. Hang on one second. There we go.
Yes, now we're on both. Surprise, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing, Olivia?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm mashing my crust into the bottom of my pan.
Ooh.
And it's really buttery. I don't remember it ever being this buttery. But you know what? I weighed out my graham crackers.
You make ginger snaps, right?
I made gluten-free ginger snaps.
Ooh.
And because I'm going to share some of this pumpkin cheesecake with some of my friends who happen to be gluten intolerant. So, real easy.
Very nice. We're making, we are going to make pumpkin cheesecake bars.
For Thanksgiving.
Also with the ginger snap crust, but I bought the ginger snaps.
That's okay. I'm sure I was like, this will be no problem. And I got home Monday night and was like, oh, nuts.
Yeah, so Cricket gets these radish, it's called Radish Kids, and they send her 3 recipes a month to make, and so we're making that one. So
that is so fun.
Yeah. So each month there's like a different theme. So like October was, which one was it?
Frightful Fiesta, and I love that packet. We even made a piñata for Dia de los Muertos.
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh. You guys, if you don't know, Cricket is like the smartest child on the planet. She's read every book in existence, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yeah. You like to read, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a fan, yeah. So we're just getting started. We haven't even done hardly anything yet. So
oh, no worries. I'm gonna try and I didn't even think about the sound on this. I hope it's not weird. I'm hearing echo, but
maybe it might be my settings.
Well, I think I'm hearing the Facebook feed coming through. I don't know. If it doesn't bother everybody else, then it's fine. But you guys, because it's Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is typically a time when we gather with friends and family, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to bring one of our dolls in with us so that we can at least feel a little like we're together, because I know a lot of people have had to cancel their plans with the second part.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. Usually we would be, same thing. We would be having, friends, because we don't live close to our families, so we'd either be traveling or we'd be having friends who also families don't live in California. So it's just friends here, which is kind of strange. But we're gonna make some fun and do our thing and make a full Thanksgiving meal, even though it's just the four of us. So
Yep.
That's good. I bet you can eat as much as an army, can't you, Cricket?
Can you eat a lot?
If it's really good, if the dinner is really good, I would just have like third.
Thirds.
I like your style, Cricket. I really do. Okay, so I'm putting my oven in the crust. Oh my God, you got
Yep.
My oven in the crust. I'm putting my crust in the oven at 350. It's gonna bake for 9 minutes.
All right, I'm trying to read this recipe. I made the mistake of not really reading it before we started, so I'm like, what are we doing?
I'm pretty sure that last night, half of me not being able to sleep was thinking to myself, how much butter do I need? How many eggs do I need? What has to be set out before I wake up and do things in the morning?
Always, right? It's like the prep.
I'm also like I get so excited about cooking on Thanksgiving, I just can't sleep anyway. So maybe that's what it was.
I know we're trying to pare down our Thanksgiving menu, but it of course always just we're like, well, we can't not have mashed potatoes and candied yams, and we can't not have a green vegetable, and we can't not have all these things. So we always have like a million sides.
Mom,
I'm gonna pop off the screen real fast and grab my KitchenAid mixing stand because I'm actually curious if this is something it's gonna fit. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well, we're mashing our store-bought ginger snaps right now. How do they taste? Are they good? They're spicy.
They're spicy. I love ginger. It's mostly put into like a candy, but it is spicy, isn't it?
yeah.
Do you like it or?
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's good. Hey, you know what? Honesty is the best policy, isn't that right?
Yep. All right, I'm gonna mute for a minute because it's gonna get real loud. So
go for it. Talk amongst yourselves. These food processors. All right, I'm gonna wipe this out. So, are you cooking all of your dishes this year, Dixie?
Yeah, we cook everything. I make everything from scratch. Or my husband usually makes the turkey. We do a beer can turkey.
I've seen those. I've done beer can chicken before. I haven't done turkey.
Yeah, so we do a beer can turkey. So we do instead of using for beer can chicken, you can usually use a small, beer, but we use the tall boys for the beer can turkey.
I don't have to because they're so big.
Sometimes it turns out really, really moist and really delicious. We put a bunch of herbs. We do a dry rub on the turkey, and then we put a bunch of herbs in the beer can, and it turns out great every year. So so that's what we do, and then I make all the other sides from scratch.
And it really is just us, including our cats.
Yes.
Are your cats going to eat with you, or do they get their own special meal?
They can get kibble or wet food.
Kibble or wet food. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Sometimes you just want a cracker.
Oh, Allison said she came over for Thanksgiving, for our Thanksgiving last year, and had the beer can turkey, and she said it was delicious. She said they picked up everything from honey baked ham. Honey baked ham, their stuff is so good. If you've never had honey baked ham, like that is such a good place to go if you don't feel like cooking, because their sides are always delicious. And I don't. And Allison still doesn't have a kitchen, so that makes sense.
It's true. She's still renovating that thing. One day.
One day. Maybe by the time we can all be together again, it'll be finished and we can go over there.
What will you do with yourself, Allison, once you can finally cook and don't have renovations anymore? An identity crisis. Just go for a turkey crown. Castle. They are. We're doing ham this year because we do turkey. We've typically done turkey. My family, my immediate family has always been a ham family. We've always loved ham. I like turkey, but I think this year I just wanted ham.
Something different. Well, plus if you're going to be cooking again on Christmas, if you're going to be doing, I feel like you either do ham on one holiday and then turkey on another, but I don't eat pork anymore, so we always have turkey.
Yeah.
I think we could do like Cornish hens or something, if we wanted to get fancy, but.
Yes. The Daddy Dove, for all of my viewers out there, my little dove's dad, he just got one of those egg-shaped smokers, and he has been smoking everything that you can think of, and he just did a smoked Cornish game hen.
Ooh.
And it was really good. It was very, very delicious. I didn't eat a whole lot of it because I had brought my own. Did Christmas. Oh, yeah. And Allison had Christmas with you guys last year.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, last year on Thanksgiving, Rosalind was with Allison because Rosalind had.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, she had a really horrible car accident. She broke her collarbone. She was accepting the collarbone. She made it out and she was fine, but it was some very scary moments. What a way to end 2019 and then what a year to go into.
Yep.
But she is definitely back in action with all of us. I helped her tape an audition the other day, actually. So, can't stop that girl. That's for sure. Let's see. Peter says turkey stuffing sandwiches are leftovers for the next few days. Oh, okay. Here's my Thanksgiving hack, if you will. I believe I've made bread puddings in these before, but I have these little ceramic ramekins.
Oh.
They look like little loaf tins. Then I've got a few that are circular, that are nice and round. And what I do after we eat our initial meal is I layer all of the leftovers into one ramekin. So it's usually, hey, gingerbread man. I have potatoes in the bottom, and then I put the turkey, or in this case, ham, on top of that, little gravy on top of that. Then I put one of two casseroles in there, either green bean or broccoli. Those are our staples. And then some stuffing on top of that. And then I top it all with a tiny bit of cranberry sauce. And it makes little Thanksgiving pot pies. And I have enough for the two of us to eat for the week, lunch or dinner for the next week. I'm not sure how long I've been doing that, at least 4 years now. It is the best.
That makes so much sense. We always do, we do something similar. We do, I usually make Thanksgiving soup, like leftover soup.
Ooh.
Where I just, again, I cook from scratch a lot, but I don't do I know people who boil the bones and make the broth from the bones and everything. I don't do that. I just buy the broth, but do broth and then I just throw everything basically from Thanksgiving into the pot and let it cook, and then we have Thanksgiving soup. I think I still have some in the freezer from last year, actually.
Genius. Let's see. Alicia says you're a biracial family. You have turkey Thanksgiving and enchilada tamales on Christmas. Can I come over?
Oh, tamales are like my favorite.
I love tamales. Enchiladas. I love all food. Although, as much as I love food, I hate cilantro, and cilantro is in like every cuisine. It's in Indian cuisine and Asian and Middle Eastern and Mediterranean, and I just can't stand it. Okay, so my crust just finished in the oven. I'm going to take it out. Oops, and I've already got some butter melting on the side of this pan. I'm going to cool the crust on my cooling rack and let it chill out for a second, because we don't really want the filling to go into a hot crust. But yeah, so chill that on the rack. And for me, I'm bumping my oven down from 350 to 225. So, and that's basically how cheesecakes go. Cheesecakes are not a hard bake. They're just a long bake.
Low and slow.
It is kind of like roasting stuff. My cheesecake is going to sit in the oven at 225 for 4 to 4.5 hours. And then once that time is done, you turn the oven off and you open your oven just a crack. Mine will stay open like this, so I don't have to worry. But I know some people will put like a wooden spoon between their door and the oven. So you open it just a crack and you let the cheesecake cool for about 2 hours in the oven. If you don't, you're likely to get a split in the top of your cake, and you just don't want that. It's not gonna taste bad. It's just going to be a different.
Be prettier.
It's not going to be pretty. Okay, so Allison wants to know if we're fans of the canned cranberry sauce.
We do the jelly. My husband's a fan of the jelly, the cranberry jelly, not even the one with like the actual cranberries in it. And I can take cranberry or leave it, so we usually just do the old school, like plop it. I don't even make it look pretty. I plop it out of the can. My family was never a cranberry family either.
And but it was when I started living in LA that I finally started making my own cranberry sauce, and I use Emerald Lagasse's recipe.
Oh.
Cranberries, sugar, the zest and juice of an orange, a little bit of cinnamon, and then port.
Ooh.
Boil it until it's nice and thick, and then you thicken it with a tablespoon of cornstarch and water. If you put cornstarch and water together equal parts, it'll thicken things like gravies. Something nostalgic about the tradition of plopping it on the dish with the grooves. You're right, Allison. You're very right.
It's so true. It's like, just throw it on a plate. At least you get like some sort of like decorative plate.
Fancy plate.
Right? Just to slice it. Oh, yeah. Troy asked that. Yes, that was a ginger snap that Cricket was eating. Did you like it? Was it good?
It was good.
You think it's going to make a good crust?
I think so.
I think so too.
Okay, so I've got in my mixer 4 whole packages of cream cheese that have been brought to room temperature. And I'm going to whip it with the paddle attachment until it's smooth, which won't take that long because I was so excited about baking this cheesecake. I put my cream cheese out last night before I went to bed. I wanted to make sure that we were ready and everything was good. Love cranberry sauce. Oh yeah, Cricket. What's it like being a big sister?
It's nice.
Do you love that little baby sister of yours?
Yep.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, yes, my second daughter was born about 10 days before we went into quarantine. So that's been interesting. She's almost 9 months old. She is crawling around everywhere right now. So
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My friend had a baby at the end of October, and I've been there for every single one of their births. And I was there when they all came home from the hospital. Oh my God!
Hi. Say, this is Hazel.
Hi, Hazel.
She's like, what is going on? It's funny because this is like really the only way that she sees people is through FaceTime and video chats and things.
I mean, what an interesting concept she must have on life.
Hi. Say hello, world. Hello.
Hello. Okay, so I've got my 4 packs. They're nice and creamy. I've just added 1 3/4 cup of sugar. And that's all well combined. So now we're putting in 3 eggs at room temperature, 1 at a time. I really want to get the guard for this thing where you can like,
I have that, the attachment. Mine came with that one. It's so much easier because then it doesn't spill flour all over your counter as you're trying to pour things in slowly.
I know I'm trying to get these eggs in there without getting like bombarded by the blade.
Ooh, this smells good.
I'll tell you what, this is my first year having a mixing stand to make this with. And every year it makes such a massive amount of filling that my big glass bowl is like almost spilling over with filling. It's got so much in it. So I'm interested to see how well this one does.
So I had a stand mixer for years. It was like one of the wedding gifts I got, and I didn't use it for the longest time because it's heavy. And most of the apartments we lived in, we didn't have much counter space, so we would put it in a box or in a cabinet way up high. So I never used it. But now that we have a bigger kitchen, I'm like, yes, we're using it all the time. It's so much easier.
Oh, I know, especially when you're making stuff that's like, put these ingredients in 1 at a time, and it's like, how do not octopus?
Or it's like mix and pour these 3 things in, and you're like, how do I do that? I need 3. Okay, we're gonna use our hands to push it down. You push the crust down.
I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
Get it, Cricket.
Yes, Troy. I ended up with 2 ginger children somehow. It's so funny. 2 little strawberry blondes. I guess my way back Irish ancestors decided to make themselves known. But we want to make it flat on the bottom. So there you go.
Okay, so the second thing about cheesecake is I'm not sure, is this considered a banh mi or just a steam bath?
Oh, yes, the banh mi. We know that from Great British Baking Show.
Yeah, right? I learned everything I know about baking from the Great British Bake Off. So for those of you at home, I've got a 9x13 baking pan, and I fill it with really hot water, and it's going to sit on the bottom rack of the oven, and it's essentially just going to steam and help cook the cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so that's good. Put that on low. Now we have the last 5 ingredients in my stuff. I don't know if we're going to stop this because I can just tell this is going to be a mess. I don't want to make your brain explode counting messes. So for me, it's 1 whole can of pumpkin puree. Make sure you get the puree, not the pumpkin pie filling. 1 can of that. There we go.
Cream cheese.
Yep, cream cheese. Moving on. Beep, beep.
Cricket, what's your favorite kind of cheese?
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I like mozzarella and cheddar.
Ooh, solid choices.
But brie is mostly my favorite.
Ooh.
She has very expensive taste. She likes a good triple cream brie.
I'm with you. Apples. And
There you
wine, which, later in life, you'll get to find out that joy. Okay. So 1 can of pumpkin. I've got a cup of heavy cream in there. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla into this. Hola, Jesus. Welcome back.
All right, yeah, we're working on our cheesecake part now. So we are
we're on step 6.
Ooh, I don't know how many steps are in mine. I've kind of blocked it out.
We're in the middle of the steps.
Yes. There's 12.
Yep, there's 12 steps.
There we go.
12 whole steps. You're halfway through. That's great.
Halfway through.
Great.
Slowly but surely.
Giving Alicia, I guess, has to go back to duty, back to work. Did you miss any messes? No. And I always behave, Christian. What are you talking about, sir? Okay, so then it's our spices. We've got 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a half a teaspoon of allspice, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Just gonna go right in there. And whoa, okay, there's a mess.
And there it is. You spoke too soon.
I did. You haven't tasted triple cream brie in 20 years, Troy? I think you've got some cheese tasting to do, my friend. All right. Well, look at that. I've got plenty of room in this mixing bowl. I'm so surprised. Hello, Reverend 138. How's it going? I'm here with my doll, Dixie Lee. She is making pumpkin cheesecake bars. I'm making just a regular cheesecake.
I usually make cheesecake at Christmas. That's our Christmas dessert. Usually at Thanksgiving, I usually make I have to confess, I'm not a pumpkin pie fan. So I am a pecan pie person. So I usually make a pecan pie at Thanksgiving.
My husband loves pecan pie. That's his favorite.
Man, it's so good. But we opted not to do that this year because my parents were here not that long ago, and my dad's favorite is pecan pie. So I made him a pecan pie while they were here. So we can't do that much sugar, twice so close together. So
sure you can.
I mean, you can. Although I have this other recipe for pecan bars that is basically just a ton of butter and graham crackers and pecan and honey. They're like an alternative to pecan pie.
Yum.
Yeah, so sometimes we'll make those instead too.
On the subject of pumpkin desserts, my Thanksgiving will be just me and my mom at her place, but I always look forward to her amaretto flavored pumpkin pie. Oh my goodness.
What is it? Oh, amaretto pumpkin pie. Ooh.
That's amazing. And I'll tell you what we always do. My dad likes pumpkin pie. Not really anybody else in the house does, but one year we would go, the main growing up phase. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We just had a block of neighbors, and we would all gravitate to one person's house, and somebody else would always bring the pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm.
And one year when we didn't, after we had moved and we kind of just did it with just ourselves, I said, okay, Dad, I'll make you a pumpkin pie. And I thought it was going to be the most difficult thing in the whole entire world. And I was like, really? That's easy.
Did you use canned pumpkin or did you boil the pumpkin? Did you use,
No, I used the canned pumpkin.
Yeah. I was very tempted to you get a pumpkin and do it from scratch, the pumpkin pie stuff from scratch, but I can't be bothered.
I know. I'll do a butternut squash to make soup. Okay. I know I've said this before, and as much as I love the mixing stand, I know we just gushed over it. It never gets to the bottom of the bowl. It never, like, you always go to stir it. Like, I think it's when I made angel food cake, and I went to pour it, which is a very delicate sponge cake, and I went to pour it into the tin, and like a whole glop of flour plopped out at the very end. I was like, mother of God.
Now we're using a hand mixer to beat all this.
We're mixing the cream cheese and sugar.
We're mixing the cream cheese and sugar.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna get my hand mixer and I'm gonna make sure that I smooth this out because there are just a couple of chunks that I don't really want.
Yeah, I find sometimes with the stand mixer, anytime I use like cream cheese in the batter, it doesn't always get everything.
Yeah. Why not mess up my entire kitchen today? You know?
Just use all the utensils and all the bowls. And
the day before I mess it up, I'm gonna start my morning tomorrow by baking some bread. Fun fact: at my household, every year, without fail, we'd cook. We'd spend the whole day getting ready, and then it would finally be time to eat. And we'd fill up our plates. We'd say the blessing. And then right as someone's about to like dig in, right as the fork first hits the plate, someone just goes, "We forgot the bread," which was usually like Pillsbury crescent rolls in our house. So, you know, it was another 20 minutes before we had bread, but whatever, we got it eventually. But I find that, where are my beaters? Oh no, Ryan. What happened to my beaters? Oh God. Oh no. Where are my beaters? Are they in the... Oh, there's one. Where's the other one?
let's see, what are we doing?
Oh, there it is.
2 flowers.
I just needed his presence.
Okay.
Yeah, I find that when I spend 12 hours hand mixing bread together, I'm less likely to forget about it.
Do you forget about bread?
Not when I spend that much time trying to make it work. Well, this year I have a dough hook.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I'm kneading bread with my hands, and every time I get there, it's just like, dang it. I thought this would be simple. It's not.
It's not. That's why I have a bread maker. I just throw everything in the sucker and do it that way.
One of these days, I'm going to make some focaccia.
Oh.
But you need like a special tub for it. Or no, that's ciabatta.
The ciabatta.
Focaccia, you just need to like let it sit for 12,000 hours.
Get all those lovely air bubbles in it, right? Yep, there you go. Dueling mixers. Ready, set, go.
Oh God, that was too much. There's a mess for you, Christian. Oh, the mixer sounds like R2-D2. It does kind of sound like R2. R2. Okay, so now we're just going to pour this on top of the crust. Wow. Amazing.
2 tablespoons. Can you get the tablespoon for me?
I really do live for this dessert, you guys.
Now we're gonna get 2 tablespoons of flour.
Ooh. My goodness. Where are we on time? Oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour already.
Has it really? Oh gosh, it has.
Almost.
Well, shall we serenade you while you're mixing your stuff? Cricket and I prepared a song for you guys today.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Well, you're eating your cookie. She's just gonna crunch her way.
Being able to sing with your mouth full. Put that on your resume.
It's like a Funny Bunny. Have you ever played that game?
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what Funny Bunny is, it's where you put marshmallows in your mouth and you go one by one and you have to say Funny Bunny and you have to see how many marshmallows, the person who has the most marshmallows in their mouth and can still say Funny Bunny wins. So, these are all like camp games. All right, you ready to sing?
Ready.
Okay, let's get our speaker.
Oh, and here we go.
There we go. All right, here we go. I don't care what the weatherman says. When the weatherman says it's raining, you'll never hear me complaining. I'm certain the sun will shine. I don't care what the weather vane points. When the weather vane points to gloomy, you've got to be sunny to me. When your eyes look into mine. Ready? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Gosh, oh, get up, how'd you get so lit up? Gosh, oh, get up, how'd you get those eyes? Golly gee, when you turn your heaters on, woe is me. Got to put my cheaters on. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those teepers? Oh, those weepers, where'd you get those eyes? 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 Oh, those eyes. Yay, good job, Cricket.
Oh my goodness. That's the best. That is the best. Let me tell you, when Dixie Lee told me behind the scenes that she and Cricket were going to do that song, my heart exploded with joy. Did not disappoint. That was ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to cheesecake in the oven real fast, and then I've got a tune for all of you guys so far here.
We have lots of comments about that song.
Oh, we do have lots of comments about this song.
Cheesecake on a baby.
All right. Half teaspoon. Can you get a half teaspoon for me?
So,
Or you munch munch?
for those of you that know me, you know I love a television show more than anything else in this world. It's not just a British television show. No, it's about 4 fine ladies living in Manhattan in the 80s. And I gotta tell you, they taught me everything I know about life. Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, and Sophia. And since it's Thanksgiving and we are thankful for everybody, I can say without a doubt, I am so thankful for Dixie Lee and Cricket joining me today. And I'm thankful for every one of you continuing to come back week after week and watch these shenanigans with or without my dove. So I'm going to try to do this song a little justice. And here's a thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I hate discord. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. There's one in that song that is just weird.
There's always one, and I'm like, is there an alternate version to this that I can play, or can I just not play this and it sound okay?
Can I do something different? The hidden track on the second album title. Amazing. The Golden Girls is a great show. If you guys have never seen it, it's on Hulu. Catch it. Check it out.
When Mama was mixing the batter, I got goosebumps because it was making air go toward me.
Technology.
And we're opening our canned pumpkin.
Yeah.
We'll have to post some pictures of our finished project on my Instagram later for you guys to see.
And I know everybody's going to want a the taste test, but y'all know she's allergic to dairy. Have this week. That would be horrible. But I'll do a taste test of those gluten-free ginger snaps that we made. So, am I echoing? I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm echoing.
Is that better?
Fix it.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it's my settings or yours. Oh, okay. There we go. It was mine. Sorry.
Fabulous. Well, we'll definitely give you guys some recap videos. It's clearly going to be a while before you see anything because, like I said, this has 6 hours in the oven. I know Mother Dove was like, "Are you sure you don't want to come bake at my house?"
Oh, Mom.
You're like, I will be there all day.
I was like, "I love baking in your much bigger kitchen, but I'm just not. It's easier this way." Plus, my husband can take care. I will go see my little dove at this point in time. But you guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. This has been so much fun. Cricket and Dixie, you guys
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yay.
It really made it feel more like a holiday. Just another day in the paradise that is 2020.
It's almost done now, so you know.
We're so close to the end. But let's see, what do we have coming up with the dolls? On December 5th, we got the 1940s ball, the Christmas ball. It's one of the things that we go to every single year. So we'll be putting on some tunes for you guys. I believe that's the standard noon Los Angeles time. Is it?
I believe it's later in the day. I think it is at 6 p.m. in Los Angeles. It's a different time slot than our normal one because of their programming schedule.
They're doing a festival. We're part of their big concert. So 6 p.m. Los Angeles time. I don't have the mental capacity to do the math to figure that out for our European UK friends. But make sure you follow the Satin Dolls on Facebook or Instagram. All the information will be there. And then if you haven't checked out our album, it's still available on all the streaming networks and you can purchase it, as well as any merchandise from Lola's Pinup Closet, such as, do you have the wonderful We Can Do It?
You want to show them your shirt? Can you show them your shirt? Yes, we're both modeling the We Can Do It.
Yes. So a lovely little lady in your life who could use a fabulous shirt.
Yes.
On that at Lola's Pinup Closet. And we're so excited. So
I have a cute apron too.
Celebrate. Oh, what was that?
Oh.
And I have
She has a ratatouille apron as well. She wanted to show you. Yes.
Fabulous. I love it. Ratatouille is such a good movie. Took me forever to finally sit down and watch it, but it was amazing. I'm glad I did. But yes, we hope you guys are all safe and able to spend virtual time with your families if it's not in person. And I will see you guys next week on Thursday. We'll catch you on the 5th for the 1940s ball. And we'll see you guys later.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for having us, Olivia.
Coming along.
Bye.